Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Welcome to Stoic In Your Life, where today we're diving deep into a concept that might just change the way you view conflict and adversity. Have you ever found yourself consumed by the thought of getting even with someone who has wronged you? Spent hours, maybe days, plotting their downfall, imagining their defeat, or simply wishing for their misery? If so, you're not alone. It's a common human experience to have adversaries, whether they're rivals, critics, or even loved ones who've caused us pain. But what if I told you there's a more profound, more effective way to address those who oppose us? A method that sidesteps aggression and violence and instead embraces wisdom, virtue, and self-mastery. A strategy that doesn't just neutralize your adversaries, but elevates you, transforming you into a person who transcends petty vendettas and lives in harmony with the world. This strategy is rooted in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Stoicism shows us that true power lies in controlling our reactions, our judgments, and our actions. It teaches us that everything outside our own will is unpredictable, temporary, and not worth the disturbance of our inner peace. Stoicism isn't about indifference. It's about engaging with the world from a place of rationality and virtue, aligning ourselves with our true nature and reason. It equips us to face life's challenges with courage, wisdom, and integrity. So how exactly does Stoicism enable us to destroy our enemies without engaging in battle? Let's explore 9 Stoic strategies that disarm conflict and transform adversity, all while fostering personal growth and inner peace. Stay tuned as we delve into these ancient teachings that remain remarkably relevant today, offering a path to a more serene and empowered life. Practice detachment. In the realm of overcoming adversaries without resorting to physical confrontation, this tactic is the art of detachment, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. This approach is about maintaining a serene and composed state of mind in the face of provocations or challenges, not through indifference or lack of concern, but by fostering an inner peace and liberation from the clutches of overpowering emotions that can obscure clear thinking and prompt impulsive decisions. Detachment equips you with the ability to see situations with clarity and impartiality, allowing for responses that are measured and thoughtful rather than knee-jerk reactions. It's a practice that teaches the importance of decoupling your self-esteem from external circumstances, including the actions of those who oppose you. When you stop allowing your joy or peace to depend on the behavior of others, you effectively neutralize their influence over you, significantly reducing their power. The essence of detachment is perfectly captured in the words of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This philosophy empowers you to face life's hurdles with dignity, concentrating on what is genuinely significant, your tranquility, virtue, and contentment. Detachment also means releasing the need to control every outcome. It acknowledges that while you have dominion over your actions and attitudes, the actions of your foes and the result of every scenario are beyond your control. This realization liberates you from the weight of attempting to manage every detail of your existence, allowing you to accept the course of events with peace and balance. By mastering detachment, you develop an unassailable inner calm that external conditions cannot disturb. This not only improves your capability to handle adversaries with poise and strategy, but also enhances your overall well-being and happiness. Detachment is a formidable strategy in the Stoic toolkit, offering a pathway to a life marked by purpose, resilience, and tranquility, irrespective of your enemy's actions. To illustrate the power of detachment, let's consider the story of a renowned general who faced a formidable opponent. Instead of engaging in a direct conflict, which would have resulted in significant losses, the general chose to withdraw, practicing strategic detachment. This move puzzled his enemy and the general's own troops. However, by not allowing his pride or the expectations of others to dictate his actions, he preserved his forces and eventually won through more intelligent, less confrontational means. This story underscores the Stoic belief in choosing one's battles wisely and the strength found in sometimes stepping back to maintain one's peace and perspective. In conclusion, the lesson for the audience is clear. Embrace detachment not as a sign of weakness but as a strategy of strength. By cultivating a mindset that values inner peace over external validation, you empower yourself to face life's adversities with a calm and steady heart. Remember, it's not the external events that disturb us, but our judgment about them. Detachment teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, leading to a life of fulfillment and serenity. Love them. In the intricate dance of life where conflicts and confrontations often take center stage, there exists a powerful, yet often overlooked strategy to disarm your adversaries without ever engaging in battle. The profound act of loving them. This approach, deeply rooted in the principles of Stoicism, challenges the conventional wisdom of conflict resolution, urging us to wield kindness, compassion, and benevolence as tools for transformative change. It's a call to shift our perspective from one of animosity to one of empathy, to see beyond the surface of conflict and recognize the potential for growth, healing, and understanding in every interaction. Loving your enemy is not merely an act of forgiveness but an alchemical process that can transform bitterness into harmony, healing the deepest of wounds and guiding lost souls towards a path of redemption. This journey of love is as much about the other as it is about self-discovery and elevation. By choosing to respond with love, we not only have the potential to change the heart of our adversary but also to ascend to a higher plane of consciousness, enriching our own lives with a deeper sense of purpose, peace, and moral integrity. The magic of love extends its reach far beyond the confines of personal grievances, harboring the power to convert foes into friends, opposition into alliance, and strife into opportunities for collaboration. When we embrace love as our guiding principle, we cultivate an environment ripe for reconciliation, where broken relationships can be mended and new partnerships can blossom. This act of love is a testament to our humanity, a reflection of our divine nature, and a celebration of our inherent beauty. It signifies a choice to rise above the primal instincts of retaliation and embody a more enlightened, godlike essence. Marcus Aurelius, a beacon of Stoic wisdom and a Roman emperor, eloquently captured the essence of this philosophy when he said, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that." This powerful quote invites us to break free from the chains of vengeance and embody a higher standard of being, one that is anchored in love, compassion, and understanding. It's a call to transcend the cycle of hatred and become architects of peace, champions of love, and harbingers of a more compassionate world. By loving our enemies, we do more than just neutralize a threat. We open the door to a realm of possibilities where understanding and mutual respect can flourish. It's a declaration of our commitment to being part of the solution, not the problem, a demonstration of our ability to see beyond the immediate conflict and envision a future where love triumphs over hatred. In this act, we not only transform our adversaries but also redefine ourselves, stepping into a role that is not defined by conflict but by the capacity to heal, unite, and inspire. This philosophy of love, deeply embedded in the teachings of Stoicism, offers a timeless solution to the age-old problem of human conflict. It challenges us to look within and ask ourselves whether we are willing to be the catalysts for change, the bearers of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. By choosing love over hatred, we not only change the narrative of our interactions but also contribute to a larger, more profound transformation of the world around us. It's a journey that requires courage, compassion, and an unwavering belief in the transformative power of love. A journey that, while challenging, has the potential to lead us towards a more harmonious, understanding, and peaceful existence. Realize that your enemy is not your enemy but your teacher. In our exploration of navigating life's challenges with grace and wisdom, we delve into the art of overcoming adversaries without engaging in direct confrontation. The cornerstone of this approach is a profound shift in perspective, viewing your so-called enemy not as a foe, but as an invaluable mentor in the vast classroom of life. This transformative mindset encourages us to see our adversaries as catalysts for personal growth, pushing us beyond our comfort zones, revealing our weaknesses, and highlighting areas in need of refinement. Through this lens, every challenge posed by an enemy becomes a reflection, a mirror showing us where we can evolve and improve. Marcus Aurelius, a figure of immense wisdom and a Stoic philosopher of ancient Rome, once said, "The best way to avenge yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer." This powerful statement captures the essence of transcending bitterness and animosity by cultivating virtues in the face of adversity. Aurelius further enlightens us with the notion, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This perspective is a clarion call to transform obstacles into stepping stones, leveraging the trials we face as opportunities for personal and moral growth. Instead of yielding to feelings of anger or resentment, we are encouraged to embrace the challenges our enemies present as tools to forge resilience, strength, and wisdom within us. Moreover, Aurelius prompts a moment of self-reflection with his advice. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? This introspective query urges us to confront our own flaws before casting judgment on others, nurturing a sense of humility and understanding. Thus, rather than fostering hatred or plotting revenge against our adversaries, we are invited to appreciate the lessons they inadvertently teach us. By extending goodwill, wishing them well, and even considering reconciliation, we transform our perspective from seeing an enemy as a threat to recognizing them as a unique opportunity for self-discovery and growth. By embracing this enlightened approach, we not only neutralize the negative impact of our adversaries, but also elevate ourselves to a higher level of insight and compassion. The journey to destroying your enemy without engaging in physical conflict is, in reality, a journey of self-improvement and enlightenment, guided by the wisdom derived from viewing adversity as a teacher. This path leads us not to the destruction of others, but to the building of a better, more virtuous self, armed with the strength of character, resilience, and a profound understanding of the human condition. In essence, the true victory lies in our ability to transform enmity into education, conflict into character development, and adversaries into allies on our quest for personal betterment and moral excellence. Empower yourself. In the realm of navigating life's challenges, particularly when it comes to dealing with adversaries without resorting to physical confrontation, a profound and often overlooked strategy lies in the art of self-empowerment. This concept, deeply embedded in the Stoic philosophy, emphasizes the importance of focusing on one's personal development, skill enhancement, and the cultivation of a growth-oriented and resilient mindset. By directing your energies inward and striving to evolve into the most refined version of yourself, you inadvertently reduce the influence and control your adversaries may have over you. This journey of self-empowerment is anchored in the Stoic conviction that our true power is not in altering the external world but in mastering our inner state. It's about acknowledging that genuine strength is derived from within, and that by honing our character, wisdom, and virtues, we are equipped to confront any external challenge with a sense of calm and dignity. Adopting this stance not only diminishes your vulnerability to the actions and judgments of your foes, but also establishes you as a pillar of stability and confidence amidst turmoil. The endeavor to empower oneself is a continuous process that involves relentless learning, introspection, and the practical application of Stoic principles in everyday life. It entails setting lofty standards for oneself, striving for excellence across all facets of life, and perceiving challenges as avenues for personal expansion. Echoing the words of Epictetus, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This path underscores the essence of self-mastery, granting you the liberty to select your reactions, transcend minor disputes, and preserve your serenity. Furthermore, self-empowerment paves the way for a life imbued with purpose and significance, devoid of the need for external approval or the tendency to measure oneself against others. including adversaries. This shift in focus from vanquishing foes to realizing your own aspirations and unlocking your potential not only renders your adversaries inconsequential but also fosters a sense of contentment and joy that is independent of external factors. By taking the reins of your personal development, you inadvertently become a beacon of inspiration for others to initiate their own journeys of self-improvement and growth. You embody resilience, integrity, and virtue, showcasing that the most effective strategy to overcome adversity is not through conflict but through the nurturing of inner strength and wisdom. In this light, self-empowerment transcends mere self-improvement. It becomes a testament to the Stoic belief in the supremacy of internal over external conquests. As Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic luminary, once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In modern life, where conflicts and challenges are omnipresent, this Stoic guidance encourages us to focus on our personal growth and virtues as the ultimate means to disarm any enemy without engaging in battle. This approach not only ensures a life of dignity and peace, but also elevates our existence to one of meaningful triumphs and Stoic wisdom, making the concept of enemy obsolete and transforming every obstacle into a stepping stone towards self-realization and enlightenment. Realize that your enemy is not the cause of your suffering but your judgment. In the intricate dance of life where conflicts often seem inevitable, the art of overcoming adversaries without engaging in physical combat emerges as a testament to the profound wisdom of Stoicism. This philosophy, deeply rooted in the teachings of ancient sages, offers a beacon of light for those navigating the tumultuous waters of interpersonal discord. The essence of this approach lies not in the external conquest of one's foes, but in the mastery of one's inner landscape. The key to disarming your enemy, therefore, is not found on the battlefield but within the quietude of your own mind. It is a journey of realization that the source of your suffering is not the enemy that stands before you but the judgments that reside within you. Your adversary, no matter how formidable they may appear, does not possess the power to instill anger, sadness, or fear directly into your heart. These emotions are not the result of an external force but the offspring of your own interpretations and reactions. In this light, your enemy transforms into a mirror, reflecting the contours of your inner self, revealing the biases and distortions that color your perceptions. They unwittingly illuminate the shadows of irrationality and emotional reactivity that lurk within, highlighting the unrealistic expectations and deep-seated attachments that ensnare your spirit. Through this lens, the enemy becomes an unwitting teacher, guiding you to the realization that it is not the external circumstances, but your judgments about them that shape your emotional reality. Epictetus, a Stoic luminary who transcended the chains of slavery to illuminate the path of wisdom, eloquently captured this truth in his Enchiridion. It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them. This profound insight invites us to reconsider our relationship with the external world, to recognize that our peace of mind is not at the mercy of external events, but is shaped by the interpretations we choose to embrace. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them, he further elucidates, underscoring the Stoic conviction that mastery over one's internal dialogue is the cornerstone of emotional resilience. By embracing the understanding that your enemy is merely a catalyst for your own judgments, you unlock the potential to transform your emotional landscape. This realization beckons you to embark on a transformative journey of self-examination, to challenge the assumptions and scrutinize the judgments that have held sway over your emotions. It is a call to shift your perspective from one of blame and resentment to one of empowerment and responsibility. Instead of viewing your adversary as a harbinger of pain and suffering, recognize them as an unwitting ally in your quest for self-awareness and growth. They offer you an invaluable opportunity to cultivate wisdom, joy, and courage, guiding you toward the realization that true freedom lies in detachment from external circumstances and mastery over your internal realm. In this paradigm shift, your enemy ceases to be a source of torment and becomes a catalyst for profound personal transformation. By acknowledging that the power to shape your emotional state rests not with your adversary, but with your own judgments. You liberate yourself from the chains of suffering. This journey towards inner freedom is not merely about overcoming external adversaries, but about transcending the limitations of your own mind, embracing the Stoic wisdom that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Incorporating this timeless Stoic principle into the fabric of our modern lives offers a beacon of hope and empowerment. It reminds us that amidst the chaos and challenges of the contemporary world, the key to serenity and resilience lies within our grasp. By cultivating a Stoic mindset, we can navigate the storms of life with grace and fortitude, transforming our encounters with adversity into opportunities for growth and enlightenment. Understand them. In the intricate dance of human interactions, the art of dealing with adversaries without resorting to conflict is a testament to the profound wisdom of Stoicism. At the heart of this approach lies a strategy not of confrontation, but of deep understanding. It's about peering beyond the surface to grasp the motivations, desires, and thought processes that define those we consider our enemies. This journey of understanding is not about viewing them through a distorted lens of bias or preconceptions, but seeing them in the light of their true selves. Understanding your adversary is akin to mastering the art of peaceful navigation through potential conflicts. It equips you with the foresight to anticipate their actions, identify their weaknesses, and avoid unnecessary clashes. More so, it opens a window to their soul, revealing their human flaws, vulnerabilities, and the battles they fight within. This perspective shifts the narrative from one of inherent evilness to a recognition of shared human imperfection and misguided actions, fostering empathy rather than animosity. Seneca, a luminary in the Stoic philosophy, eloquently stated, "The best way to overcome an enemy is to make him a friend." This profound insight challenges the traditional notion of victory through dominance, advocating instead for a transformative reconciliation that begins with understanding. This process not only alters the dynamics with your adversary but also catalyzes an internal transformation, offering a reflective mirror into your own being. It exposes the roots of your anger, the vulnerabilities of your ego, and the test to your principles, inviting a deep introspective journey. This path of self-exploration and external comprehension is not merely about altering your perception of the other, but also about refining your own character. It's a process that encourages learning from your missteps, enhancing your virtues, and cultivating wisdom. By truly understanding your enemy, you embark on a dual journey of external peace and internal growth, turning potential conflicts into opportunities for enlightenment and transformation. To illustrate, consider the story of Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, who faced betrayal and opposition with a demeanor of understanding and forgiveness. He saw his adversaries not as mere obstacles, but as teachers, each conflict a lesson in patience, resilience, and virtue. His reign exemplifies how understanding one's enemies can lead to a more harmonious existence, both within the realm of governance and within the personal domain of self-growth. Now let's reflect on the tale of a modern-day leader who, faced with fierce competition from a rival company, chose to understand the motivations and challenges of his counterpart rather than engaging in destructive rivalry. Through this understanding, he discovered common ground and proposed a collaboration that benefited both entities, turning a fierce competitor into a valuable ally. This narrative not only mirrors the Stoic wisdom of transforming enemies through understanding, but also highlights the practical applications of such principles in contemporary settings. In conclusion, the journey of understanding your enemy is a profound lesson in Stoicism that extends beyond mere conflict resolution. It is a call to embrace empathy, foster self-awareness, and cultivate wisdom. By viewing our adversaries as mirrors reflecting our own vulnerabilities and shared humanity, we can transcend the superficiality of conflict and discover a path to inner peace and mutual respect. This approach not only enriches our character, but also transforms our interactions, proving that the true victory lies not in defeating our enemies, but in understanding them, thereby unlocking the doors to a more enlightened and harmonious existence. Ignore them. In the journey of navigating through life's challenges, particularly when faced with adversaries, one of the most profound strategies derived from Stoic wisdom is the art of deliberate ignorance. This method is not about naivety or unawareness, but choosing a path of strategic non-engagement. Imagine walking through life's garden and deciding not to water the weeds of enmity, but instead nurturing the plants of peace and productivity. This approach involves a conscious decision to shift your focus away from those who oppose you, effectively choosing not to give weight to their words, actions, or presence. It's akin to treating them as shadows that cannot touch the substance of your life. The power of ignoring an adversary lies in the silent message it sends, that their attempts to unsettle you are like stones thrown against the fortress of your serenity, leaving you unscathed and undisturbed. This tactic strips your opponent of the satisfaction they seek from seeing you provoked or harmed, demonstrating that their efforts to disrupt your peace are not only futile, but also irrelevant. It's a declaration that they have no control over your emotions, decisions, or well-being. By adopting this stance, you reclaim your power and direct it towards endeavors that genuinely matter. It allows you to invest your energy in what brings you joy, aligns with your aspirations, and fosters personal growth rather than getting entangled in the negativity of conflict. The essence of this strategy is beautifully encapsulated in the words of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, who said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This profound statement urges us to break free from the cycle of retaliation and negativity, advocating for a life lived above the fray of petty disputes. It's a call to embody resilience, wisdom, and a higher form of strength that doesn't stoop to confrontation, but rises above it. By choosing to ignore your adversaries, you're not showing weakness but a formidable strength that comes from understanding what truly deserves your attention. It's about living in the present, cherishing the positives in your life, and fostering a mindset of gratitude. This mental and emotional space you create allows you to prepare for the future with a clear and unburdened perspective, focusing on personal virtues, goals, and the joy of living. It's a testament to the Stoic belief in focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what isn't. In essence, the art of deliberate ignorance is a powerful tool in the Stoic arsenal for dealing with life's inevitable conflicts. It's a strategy that doesn't just protect you from the negative influences of your enemies, but also propels you towards a life of purpose, growth, and tranquility. By choosing not to water the weeds of enmity and instead nurturing the garden of your life, you embody the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with the present, appreciating the good, and preparing for the future with a heart unburdened by unnecessary battles. This path of non-engagement and deliberate ignorance is not just about avoiding conflict. It's about embracing a life of meaning, resilience, and serene strength. Outsmart them. In the realm of overcoming adversaries without engaging in physical combat, the technique of outsmarting stands out as a beacon of strategic brilliance. This method is not about brute strength, but about leveraging your intellect, creativity, and strategic insight to navigate through conflicts and emerge on top, using your sharp wit and innovative thinking. The essence of outsmarting lies in its ability to demonstrate foresight, allowing you to avoid unnecessary dangers, conquer significant challenges, and guide the situation towards outcomes that serve your interests. This approach not only protects you from potential setbacks, but also establishes you as a strategic virtuoso, adept at predicting and countering your opponent's moves with elegance and precision. The power of outsmarting your foe often brings with it a mix of surprise, bewilderment, or even respect from them. Showcasing your mental agility in times of adversity highlights your competence, adaptability, and excellence, setting you apart as a masterful navigator through the complex web of conflict. It signals that you are not merely a bystander in the face of challenges, but an active strategist, skillfully orchestrating events to favor your desired outcomes. The ancient Stoic philosopher Cicero once said, "The skill of the wise man is to turn everything that happens to his advantage." This profound statement captures the core of outsmarting your enemy, viewing every situation, no matter how dire, as an opportunity for growth and advancement. It's about transforming obstacles into stepping stones and using every challenge as a chance to demonstrate the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. To illustrate this concept further, let's consider the story of the Trojan horse, a classic example of outsmarting the enemy. The Greeks, unable to breach the walls of Troy through direct combat, resorted to cunning by gifting the Trojans a large wooden horse, hiding their soldiers inside. The Trojans, deceived by this gesture, brought the horse into their city, leading to their downfall. This story exemplifies how strategic thinking and creativity can lead to victory over seemingly insurmountable obstacles. By adopting the strategy of outsmarting, you not only navigate away from risks and overcome hurdles, but also earn the respect, admiration, or even fear of your adversaries. It's a testament to your ability to not just think on your feet, but to do so in a way that turns the tables in your favor, proving your worth not as a mere participant in the game of life, but as a masterful player shaping the course of events. In conclusion, outsmarting your enemy is more than just a tactic. It's a reflection of wisdom, a demonstration of your ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. It encourages us to see beyond the immediate, to use our challenges as catalysts for growth and success. As we navigate through life's conflicts, let us remember the power of our intellect and creativity. Let us strive to be the sage on the battlefield of life, turning every encounter into an opportunity for victory and every obstacle into a stepping stone towards our goals. In doing so, we not only outsmart our external adversaries, but also conquer the internal battles that hold us back, paving the way for a life of resilience, achievement, and stoic wisdom. Forgive them. In the intricate tapestry of life, where conflicts and adversaries seem as inevitable as the changing seasons, there lies a profound strategy for disarming your foes without the need for physical confrontation. This strategy, deeply rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism, is the art of forgiveness. It's a concept that transcends mere pacifism, embodying a transformative journey towards inner peace and empowerment. Forgiveness, in its essence, is the act of releasing oneself from the clutches of resentment, the heavy chains of grudges, and the dark allure of vengeance. It's about elevating one's consciousness to a state of acceptance and understanding, acknowledging the reality of what has occurred while letting go of the past's bitter grip. To forgive an adversary is akin to shedding an onerous burden that we've carried far too long, neutralizing the venom of anger that courses through our veins, and stepping out of the shadows of bitterness into the light of emotional and mental freedom. This act of liberation not only heals the scars left by enmity, but also paves the way for a renewed sense of serenity, restoring balance to our inner world. Furthermore, forgiveness can unlock doors we might have thought permanently closed, leading to possibilities of reconciliation, collaboration, or even the blossoming of an unexpected camaraderie. Choosing this path is a declaration of personal strength, a testament to one's capacity for generosity, and a reflection of noble character. It signifies that we are not ensnared by our emotions, but rather sovereigns over our rational minds, capable of rising above the primal urge for retribution. It illustrates that we are not mere victims of circumstance, but deliberate architects of our fate, opting for a trajectory of healing and personal growth. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Forgiveness is better than revenge, for forgiveness is the sign of a gentle nature, but revenge is the sign of a savage nature." This statement encapsulates the transformative essence of forgiveness, portraying it as the hallmark of a refined and enlightened spirit. It's a powerful reminder that the choice to forgive, rather than seek revenge, is not only a strategic maneuver but a profound expression of inner fortitude. It's about transcending our baser instincts to embrace the virtues of compassion and understanding. In the context of our modern lives, where conflicts can arise from the myriad pressures and challenges of the contemporary world, the act of forgiveness becomes not just relevant, but essential. It offers a way to navigate disputes and disagreements, not with hostility and aggression, but with grace and wisdom. Forgiveness allows you to confront the trials and tribulations of life with a calm and steady heart, ensuring that we remain true to our principles and steadfast in our pursuit of a virtuous life. By embracing forgiveness, we not only disarm our enemies, but also fortify our own spirit. We demonstrate that our strength is not diminished by our capacity for mercy, but magnified by it. We show that our generosity is not a weakness but a powerful force for good. We prove that we are not captives of our past, but pioneers of our future. In doing so, we lead by example, not as followers of the crowd, but as beacons of light for ourselves and others. In essence, the journey of forgiveness is a profound testament to the strength of the human spirit, a reflection of the noblest aspects of our nature, and a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It is a path that leads not only to the disarmament of our adversaries but to the liberation of our souls, enabling us to live with serenity, dignity, and an unshakable commitment to the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. In this way, forgiveness becomes not just a strategy for dealing with enemies but a foundational pillar for a life well lived, echoing through the ages as a timeless beacon of Stoic virtue. As we conclude our exploration of the 9 ways to neutralize conflict without engaging in physical confrontation, it's clear that Stoicism offers more than strategies for dealing with external adversaries. It provides a blueprint for internal victory over the enemies of ego, pride, and ignorance. This journey isn't about destroying others, but about dismantling the parts of ourselves that block our path to true wisdom, virtue, and contentment. Remember, the real battle is waged within, and victory comes from transforming our inner landscape. By adopting understanding, forgiveness, cleverness, and love, we not only navigate our external relationships more effectively, but also foster an inner environment where our best selves can flourish. If this message speaks to you, if you're ready to join us on this path of self-improvement and philosophical exploration, then don't hesitate. Hit the like button, share this video with others who might benefit from our journey, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an opportunity to deepen your understanding and practice of Stoicism. Together, let's continue to explore the rich transformative wisdom of Stoicism, applying its timeless principles to our modern lives. Join our community, and let's support each other in our collective pursuit of a more virtuous, peaceful, and fulfilling life.